I'm here today to do a tutorial on all the substrate, decor, and everything needed to go in a bearded dragon home. Now, I've had my baby bearded dragon for only one day now, and I am new at this. This is my first baby bearded dragon. But I've done a lot of research, and I've learned about a lot of the things you shouldn't do, some things that you do. Still need to do some more research, but for a baby right now, he's comfortable. Now, I'm going to go over everything that's needed from the bottom to the top. I'm going to go over all the must-haves and the needs and some of the necessities that he has in here, or luxurious things that he has in here. You're going to start off at the bottom. You can see that right now, while he's just a little guy, I simply have paper towel. Now, that's the best thing for them at this age, because if you put sand in there, or any other substrate, bark or anything, you're risking them, walking on things that are sharp and things that aren't good, but mostly importantly, the sand. The sand causes impaction. What happens is the little crickets or their food gets in there and they end up eating it. And the calcium sand that they make, it's not the best either, because it can actually cause impaction as well when it drinks water. When the bearded dragon drinks water and it mixes with the calcium, it can harden, and they can also get something called calcium overload, which isn't good. You don't want your dragon dying because of overgrown calcium. It sounds so sad and painful. So paper towel is good. You can clean it up really easily. It's easy to replace. Works for me. And I have about 20 crickets in there to start off with. I've been watching and monitoring him, slowly eating about maybe 1 to 2 at a time here throughout the day. Then here I have a cave and a water dish. Now that's a really big must-have. They need somewhere to hide, somewhere to keep cool if they need to get away from the heat, maybe to sleep even, and a cool water dish. They don't really drink water when they're babies, so you need to either have a spray bottle. They have better ones at a pet store. I just got mine at CVS. It's okay for these guys because you only really spray it on the glass and you let it drip down. And they're attracted to the motion, so they'll come up and they'll drink off of that. I've actually gotten mine. He's already walked in the water dish. He fell in there, but he kind of liked it. He just swam around and jumped out. It was really cute to see. And then here we have the log. You have to have some sort of log or something elevating off the ground because they need to be able to have different ranges of heat. So you have really hot over here, really hot where we have the light. I have the perch. It's really hot. And then you come over here, it's cool area. That's how you're supposed to have it. That way they have really hot, a medium area. It's usually their favorite place to hang out. Well, for the baby right now, I don't know. He's going to get bigger and probably hang out over there. And then cool over here. So you have to have the elevation, too. So you can get it high up there into the mid-range of the heat and bask. Because it's really hot. It's too hot for him right now over there. So right now you can see his favorite place is right here. Because right there, it's about 95 to 80 degrees. And that's their favorite temperature. At least so far, that's what I've read. And that's what I'm noticing he's enjoying. So yeah, so you have this home here, climbs up, even with the log and all that, those are the must-haves. You need to have the water dish, the log, something on the bottom to clean that up, and you need to have a light. UVA, UVB, Power Sun, I believe is the name, is the best to have it all in one light. Right now I have an infrared 100 in there, and I'm going to go get a UVA, and then eventually I'm going to switch over to the UVA UVB Power Sun. The red one you do have to turn off at night because it does disturb their sleeping. Something that people don't know about bearded dragons is that they get disturbed by red light because they can see red. So to them it would be like me sleeping, you coming in and turning on the light. I wouldn't be very happy. So yeah, you want to make sure that you change that to maybe just a fluorescent light, or I don't think they can see blue. I haven't researched much on that yet. So yeah, and then the necessity, the luxurious things that I have in here is the perch. The perch here was really easy to make. I'll explain to you how I made that, but first I'll explain to you that it's nice to have for babies because it's really hard for them to stay warm. They're little guys. And I even watched a tutorial on someone else who was having issues. I'll get a little closer so you can see him. Who was having issues with, it's hard to see with the light reflecting there, was having issues with him not getting enough heat. And that's really not what you want. You need your reptile to stay warm. So he ended up doing, I think, the similar thing. So it's a good reason to have a perch. And this perch only cost me about $6. I went to Home Depot over here, picked these out from scrap, had a guy cut them for me, asked for about 2 blocks height. So he just did about 2 blocks. And then I had this actually cut off of a nice piece of wood, and that's what cost me some money, and it wasn't bad. And I actually had probably about 2 inches cut off of the length because it was too wide. And I used a glue, this wood glue right here that I have here. Wood Glue Max. I chose this one. It's waterproof and standable. It's Elmer's, so it's a water paste formula. It's not going to give off any harmful chemicals in the heat. That's the most important thing. And so I bought that really easily. Just glued this together. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on that. I don't know. And then here we have some rocks, which I collected and cleaned and put in hot water and let set for days. And this I bought for him, and he loves that. It's his favorite. So I'd highly recommend getting a perch a little bit away from the light so he can be in the perfect temperature. And so yeah, this is his home. And yeah, let's even get a little closer. Oh yeah, there's one more thing that I forgot about. And that would be, you have to have a thermometer here, both sides. It's hard to see the other one. It's on the other side of these bushes here. You can kind of see it. Have to have them on both sides so you can gauge the temperature. This one's at 100. He's got about 95, 85 degrees here. Down here, we're cooling at about 75 and maybe 70. So at night, hopefully he's going to come down here and hang out. I'm going to switch that out to fluorescent bulb at night again. Remember that. They can see red. And carrots. The carrots are not there for him. If you're going to feed him anything, it has to be finely chopped. And at this age, you don't really eat vegetables unless if it's moving or in motion, or maybe put the crickets in there. I don't know. Figure it out. But that's for the crickets, because the crickets will be harmful if they don't have anything to eat. So make sure you put some sort of vegetation for the crickets. It can be really harmful. Alright, well, I think I've babbled enough. Hope you enjoyed this. And I hope I answered everything, close to everything. And thank you. Bye.